Welcome back to the show, Coast 97.3, Nico and Janice. We have a treat for you guys this morning. We got a special lady on the lines this morning, a director, producer, creator, actress, dancer, mom with a whole lot of awards. You've seen her in countless films, Broadway and everything else, but you can catch her in American Skin, which is coming out today. We have the phenomenal Miss Vanessa Bell Calloway on the show. Good morning.
Whoop, whoop.
Good morning. That's a great introduction. Did I pay you for that? I don't remember.
Look, we'll take Cash App.
The check's in the mail.
Well, aside from you're a woman of my own heart because we are both dancers. So I know that you started out as a dancer and that you've had such an illustrious career. But with American Skin, this movie that just came out, what attracted you to it? I know it's directing and starring Nate Parker. Tell us a little bit about it and where we can find it.
Well, I was at the Sundance Film Festival when he premiered A Birth of a Nation several years back. I was there representing Southside Review about Michelle and Barack Obama's first date. And my husband and I were in the audience when the movie first premiered to everybody, and we were blown away. I mean, this man is incredibly talented. He researched that movie, he wrote it, produced it, directed it, found the money, and started it.
Wow.
I mean, I was just blown away. And I remember telling him at one of the parties, I said, clear you little shelf aside because you will be getting some Academy Awards. And I was just blown away. And I said to myself, if I ever got a chance to work with him, I would definitely jump at it because I was just so impressed. And then we know when we did, what happened with the movie and all that, and it really saddened me, And I got a call a few years ago from Twinkie Bird, who is the casting director, and she's also a personal friend. And she did a short as well. And he saw her short that I helped her with, and he asked her to contact me to play his mother. And I was like, are you kidding? Of course. Before I even read the script, I knew I was doing the movie. I didn't even care what it was. I just knew that it was a new project he had written, and I know how deep his mind goes. I was like, I'm doing it. And I was shooting my series in Atlanta, Georgia, Saints and Sinners that I star in, and I talked to my producers. I have a very good team, a swirl team. They're very good people. And they said, sure. They gave me a day off. So I literally, I worked all day, got on the plane that evening, came home to my LA home, went to bed, got up that morning, went to his set, came back home, grabbed my suitcase, got back on the plane, and went back to Atlanta to work.
Man.
Because it was that important to me to support him in his new venture. But also, after I read the script, I was absolutely blown away by the story. Because for me, what really got me is the what if in this movie when you see it. Because the subject matter is not new, unfortunately. It's something we've been dealing with quite a while, with young black men getting shot by our police for basically, trivial things, no reason at all, whatever. The list of reasons go on and on. But for me, is how Nate dealt with the subject matter, how he chose to do the ending, the what if, because I just had never seen it dealt with that way. And once I read it and just the opportunity to work with him, that was it. I was on board.
Man.
It's amazing. We were watching the trailer last night, and immediately, like you said, this is nothing new, unfortunately, to our country. And the trailer in itself is so powerful and it's so relative. How do you feel about today's the atmosphere of the country right now? We have an inauguration coming up with everything that's going on.
We got an impeachment coming up.
Well, to me, and this is a question that we've been asked quite a bit about the timing of the movie, and to your point, I'm trying to send for you, because of everything that's going on in our country and has been going on in our country, I think the timing is just perfect.
Absolutely.
We did this movie in 2019. It was supposed to come out last year, but then, everything was kind of at a halt because of what we were going through as a nation, as a world, what we were all going through. And, to me, there's no mistake. God makes no mistakes. You think you want something, you think something should happen, and God will be like, just hold up a minute, this will happen, but there's a better time. And I think that's was God's message to Nate probably last year, which he probably didn't hear yet. We all hadn't heard it yet. or the message, but it was a better time, and the better timing is now, and even more so after the attack on our Capitol last week, even more so, because it just shows you the layers and layers of issues that we have in this country with people versus police versus people versus people, color versus color. Just all those things. You'll see all those things in this movie. You know, all of those elements are tied up in this movie as well. So it's just it's very timely now because of everything that's going on, and this is. Unfortunately, you know, I mean, we've seen this, like I said, 100 times. This is another reminder to everybody about what's going on.
Absolutely.
But what's great about his movie is he lets everybody hear all sides. So you, as a person, you get to kind of be the judge and jury and make up your mind who you believe, what you like, what you would do. You know, it's easy for us to say, but put yourself in another person's shoes. What would you do? You know. What are they thinking? What would you be thinking? So, thinking on the Capitol last week, we can condemn them, but what was in their mind? It was their truth at that moment. So at that moment, these are the police truth when they, you know, try to kill our young black men. That's their truth at that moment. So, you know, it's a timely piece. It's never going to go out of style. And unfortunately, I'm not so sure that we're not going to have the subject matter disappear. Yeah. So that's going to always make this movie relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, before we let you go, I just realized I was today years old when I realized that you were the lead voice for the female and Bebe's kids. I was like, what? Wait a minute. In the process of reading your credits. And there's some other projects that you've been a part of as well, including, of course, Coming to America. We know that's coming out down the road. Are you excited about it? And is there anything that you could tell us about it?
Well, I can just say that I do a cameo, basically. But I can tell you it's going to be it's very funny. The new cast that they've included is hysterical. Beautifully shot. The costumes are gorgeous. Hair. I mean, it's a beautiful movie, once again, to look at. And, yes, and my 5th season of Saints and Sinners is coming out in March. We have a TV movie that's coming out sometime in February. Our 5th season of Saints and Sinners premieres in this March, I believe. So, and I'm back on Shameless. That's out now. Shameless is airing now. So, this is the last season of Shameless, and for the last 11 seasons, I've been recurring as Shanola Hampton's mother. So, I'm finishing up that side. That will be over. This is the last season. So, yeah, those are a couple of the things coming out. And, of course, American Skin, which starts today.
Yes.
Today. Multiple streaming platforms and in select theaters. So, we hope everybody will support it and enjoy it. And, and that it strikes dialogue and conversations, you know.
Absolutely.
Something the family can watch. I can tell you that the family can watch it, and you might want to watch it with your teenage sons and daughters, and,
absolutely,
sons and daughters, because it's definitely a conversation that still needs to be had, and this movie will definitely help you with that.
Absolutely. Well, we cannot wait to watch America's Skin. Like she said, comes out today, and we're excited about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Vanessa Bell Calloway, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and happy Martin Luther King Day.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye-bye.